Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A large natural stream of water, larger than a creek. The river was navigable for 50 miles. Something that resembles a flowing stream in moving continuously. A stream of people emptied from the terminal. A steady flow of a fluid, usually from natural causes. The raft floated downstream on the current. Rain heavily. Flow freely and abundantly. Tears streamed down her face. Dominant course, suggestive of running water, of successive events or ideas. Two streams of development run through American history. Move in large numbers. The act of flowing or streaming, continuous progression. A natural body of running water flowing on or under the earth. Exude profusely. She was streaming with sweat. To extend, wave or float outward, as if in the wind. Their manes streamed like stiff black pennants in the wind. A conduit through which water flows. A natural body of running water flowing on or under the earth. Natural or artificial channel through which water flows. A facility that provides a source of water. A river and all of its tributaries. Characterized by speed, moving with or capable of moving with high speed. A rapid movement. A part of a river where the current is very fast. Done or occurring in a brief period of time. A rapid rise through the ranks. A steep descent of the water of a river. The petals or sepals of a flower that bend downward, especially the outer perianth of an iris. A steep descent of the water of a river. The wide part of a river where it nears the sea, fresh and salt water mix. Arrive on shore. Support by placing against something solid or rigid. Shore and buttress an old building. A beam or timber that is propped against a structure to provide support. Serve as a shore to. The river was shored by trees. The land along the edge of a body of water. Return to life. Get or give new life or energy. Become young again. The old man rejuvenated when he became a grandfather. Cause, a stream or river, to erode, as by an uplift of the land. Develop youthful topographical features. The land rejuvenated. Make younger or more youthful. The contact with his grandchildren rejuvenated him. A coming together of people. A flowing together. A place where things merge or flow together, especially rivers. Pittsburgh is located at the confluence of the Allegheny and Monongahela rivers. Turn from a straight course, fixed direction, or line of interest. Movement that causes the formation of a curve. Bend a joint. Bend your knees. An angular or rounded shape made by folding. A bend of his elbow. Cause, a plastic object, to assume a crooked or angular form. Bend the rod. Form a curve. The stick does not bend. Curved segment, of a road or river or railroad track, etc. A circular segment of a curve. A bend in the road. Bend one's back forward from the waist on down. Diagonal line traversing a shield from the upper right corner to the lower left. A town in central Oregon at the eastern foot of the Cascade Range. Change direction. The road bends. The part of the Earth's surface covered with water, such as a river or lake or ocean. They invaded our territorial waters. A facility that provides a source of water. The town debated the purification of the water supply. Binary compound that occurs at room temperature as a clear, colorless, odorless, tasteless liquid. Freezes into ice below 0 degrees centigrade and boils above 100 degrees centigrade. Widely used as a solvent. Liquid excretory product. The child had to make water. Supply with water, as with channels or ditches or streams. A liquid necessary for the life of most animals and plants. He asked for a drink of water. Fill with tears. His eyes were watering. Once thought to be one of 4 elements composing the universe, Empedocles. Provide with water. We watered the buffalo. Secrete or form water, as tears or saliva. My mouth watered at the prospect of a good dinner. The trace of a point whose direction of motion changes. Form a curl, curve, or kink. Turn sharply. Change direction abruptly. Curved segment, of a road or river or railroad track, etc. The property possessed by the curving of a line or surface. Bend or cause to bend. The road curved sharply. Extend in curves and turns. Form an arch or curve. Her hips curve nicely. A pitch of a baseball that is thrown with spin so that its path curves as it approaches the batter. A line on a graph representing data. The face or front of a building. The direction in which something, such as a building, faces. The extent of land abutting on a street or water. Transmit or serve as the medium for transmission. A television station and its programs. A satellite TV channel. A bodily passage or tube lined with epithelial cells and conveying a secretion or other substance. Poison is released through a channel in the snake's fangs. A path over which electrical signals can pass. A channel is typically what you rent from a telephone company. Often plural, a means of communication or access. It must go through official channels. A way of selling a company's product either directly or via distributors. Possible distribution channels or wholesalers or small retailers or retail chains or direct mailers or your own stores. A long narrow furrow cut either by a natural process, such as erosion, or by a tool, as e.g. a groove in a phonograph record. Send from one person or place to another. A deep and relatively narrow body of water, as in a river or a harbor or a strait linking 2 larger bodies, that allows the best passage for vessels. The ship went aground in the channel. A passage for water, or other fluids, to flow through. The fields were crossed with irrigation channels. Direct the flow of. Channel information towards a broad audience. The part of the Earth's surface covered with water, such as a river or lake or ocean. The social act of assembling for some common purpose. His meeting with the salesman was the high point of his day. the act of joining together as one. There was no meeting of minds. A formally arranged gathering. Next year the meeting will be in Chicago. A place where things merge or flow together, especially rivers. A casual or unexpected convergence. He still remembers their meeting in Paris. A small informal social gathering. There was an informal meeting in my living room. A major South American river arises in the Andes and flows eastward into the South Atlantic, the world's second longest river, 4,000 miles. An Asian river between China and Russia flows into the Sea of Okhotsk. An Asian river between China and Russia flows into the Sea of Okhotsk. A river in southeastern Siberia that flows northwest from Lake Baikal to become a tributary of the Yenisei River. A river in southeastern Siberia that flows northwest from Lake Baikal to become a tributary of the Yenisei River. A river in northwestern Florida formed by the confluence of the Chattahoochee River and the Flint River at the Florida border. A river in northwestern Florida formed by the confluence of the Chattahoochee River and the Flint River at the Florida border. A river in central Brazil that flows generally northward, with many falls, to join the Tocantins River. A river in central Brazil that flows generally northward, with many falls, to join the Tocantins River. A river in central Brazil that flows generally northward, with many falls, to join the Tocantins River. A river in central Brazil that flows generally northward, with many falls, to join the Tocantins River. A river that rises in northeastern Turkey, near the source of the Euphrates, and flows generally eastward through Armenia to the Caspian Sea. Ancient name was Araxes. A river that rises in northern Colombia and flows generally eastward to the Orinoco in central Venezuela.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.